Oh, visions! You know the feeling when you have a strong vision for your creative project and it feels completely right and it feels completely like the thing you want to do. It is a wonderful, uplifting and guiding feeling, and it can help you move forward when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling scared to do it, if you're feeling doubtful about your project or uninspired. And yeah, I love visions. So that is what we're going to talk about today: visions for your creative project, making vision boards, and all of that. So let's get started. So first of all, why a vision? What's the purpose of having a vision, having vision boards, and making that clear in your creative projects? Well, a vision is part of what I call your direction in your creative work. And direction is what you're striving towards in your creative work, what you are moving towards, so that you know how you are, so you can find a way towards that. If you don't know what it is you're creating, and if you don't have a vision for it, it can be a little bit confusing. It can be hard to move forward because you don't really know what you're moving towards. So I'm in a spot in the forest that is looking lovely now, but it's gonna look absolutely magical in a couple of weeks. So I know that there grow wood anemones here, and there are a lot of birch trees that are gonna sprout very green leaves in just a couple of weeks. And then we're gonna have blueberries here as well. So that is how a vision can function for you. It helps you to see ahead into the future and have a vision in your mind of what your creative work could be, what kind of present it could have in your life, and how you want to bring your ideas into the world. So a vision helps you not only see what is here now and see the problems that you may be facing in your project, but you see ahead into the future. You see what you're aiming towards and striving towards, so that you know what decisions to make today to get you closer to that point. And why I think a vision is so good to have is not to dream yourself away to a different place in your life, or to just dream of the end result of a project, but to gather your thoughts on, okay, what do I want this project to become? How do I want to bring it to life, and to guide you as you're making decisions. And all the times in your project that are going to be hard, that are going to feel uninspiring, that when you're going to be unmotivated and feel like you have made a complete disaster at all, because there are going to be those times in every project, and you're going to doubt whether it was a good idea. Then to come back to your vision is an excellent way to bring yourself back to why you're doing this project, what you want it to be, and to sort of steer yourself forward in the right direction again. Because usually we do get sidetracked from time to time with projects. Maybe we end up taking a break halfway through the project, and when we are finding our way back to that project, it can be really good to have that vision to come back to and remind yourself of what this project really is about and why you want to do it. So, when sitting down to make a vision board, either you are already clear about your vision for this project and you just need to sum it up, or maybe you need to do a little bit of exploring and thinking about what you want this vision for your project to be. If that's the case, I have a couple of journaling questions that you can use. So the first question is, why do you think this project is important to you? What is it about it that excites you? Why do you want to do it? What is the purpose of this project? That is the first question. And it's always going to be a really important question to ask yourself in any creative project. The second question is, how do you want this project, when it's completed, to feel and look? What do you want it to bring out of people consuming it, watching it, whatever it is you're doing? So if you're writing a book, for example, how do you want people to feel reading that book? What things do you want it to channel. And the third journaling question is how you want to bring this creative project to life. So how do you want it to affect your life? What kind of habits do you want to use? How do you want to feel as you are creating this project? So when making a vision, it can be very focused on the outcome of a project, the result of a project. And when we are too focused on the result, it can make us a little bit doubtful about whether we can ever get there because it feels so far away. And it can make us feel bad for not having made more progress, and it can take us out the joy of the process of creating. So I want you to incorporate the process as well when you're making a vision for your project. Not just what it ends up looking when you're finished, but also how you want to create this and how you want the experience of creating it to be. Have a vision for that as well. So when you have a little bit of an idea about what you want to bring into your vision board, then it's time to get started. And for that, we're gonna head inside. So time to make the vision board. And there are of course many different ways you can make your vision board, and simply just do the way that works best for you. So you can take a couple of magazines and cut out pictures and phrases and glue them onto a bigger paper and keep that maybe by your desk. That can be a great way so you can just look up at it and feel inspired and feel like you're connected to your vision. Or you can use your computer and make a digital vision board, which is what I tend to do because I like having it so I can bring it up on my phone. I like that I can change it if my vision changes, and I'm just better with a computer than doing things by hand actually when it comes to visual things. So I'm going to show you how I do it on the computer. So what I do is that I use Google Drawings. So that Google Drawings, just like Google Drive, is completely free and it's very easy to use. I have Photoshop as well, but I find that with these things that I'm just going to look at it myself, it's not something that has to look perfect and high quality. It's very easy and simple just to use Google Drawings, so that's what I tend to do. So I like to bring in both a couple of phrases together with images because I suppose since I'm a writer, for me words are sort of connecting and grounding, and the images, the visuals are more sort of inspiring and connected to the things that are in the words. So first of all, it's great to have your project name or whatever it is up in the top or in the middle of the image, just so you immediately know that this is the thing that you're doing. And then you can think about if there are a couple of different things that you want to bring into your vision board. So I have 4 things that I have wanted to bring into my vision board from my 6-month leap to grow my business. So first I have the leap, that's what I'm doing, my leap, and then just a short description to ground me in what is it I'm doing here. And it's 6 months to grow my creative coaching business. And there are 4 key things that I want to focus on in this time, and also that are part of my vision for this period. So the first one is to work with clients and to inspire you guys as well through the content that I share. So that is to support and inspire creatives. I have a lot of concepts and exercises that I work with my clients one-to-one to help them move forward in their projects, but I want to put them into words a little bit more and share them more in my content. So I have a philosophy, but I haven't put in everything into words and into concepts that are easy to grasp and easy to explain. So that's something I want to work on parallel to working with clients one-to-one. And then comes the part about how I want to approach this leap, how I want to spend these 6 months, how I want to feel doing this work. and I don't want to hustle through it. I don't want to just work as hard and as much as I can. I want to tap into the lifestyle that I want, my slow and creative lifestyle, and live that. Because I know that it will bring me much more joy, and I know it will bring me the things that I want in my creative life and my life as a whole. So yeah, that is very important to me, and to grab hold of that even when I might feel stressed or might feel worried about how things are going. I'm sure that will happen. So just to come back to what my values are and what my lifestyle is that I want. And finally, to make my business grow, I also need to share my work with more people. I want to reach more creatives with my ideas. And that has always been a part of my creative work, that I sort of tend to hold myself back a little bit. So that is also there to remind me that yes, I want to help the clients that I have. I want to talk to you guys who are already following me, but I also want my ideas to reach a little bit further than they are doing now. So just to also trust my ideas and trust that they have value in the world. So those are the 4 parts that I want my vision boards to remind me of when I look at it. That those are the 4 parts that are really important to me, that are part of my vision for these 6 months ahead. So for the photos, I have used my own photos. I do that sometimes, and other times I use Pinterest. So you can do whatever you want to, but if you don't have a lot of photos of your own, I really encourage you to use Pinterest. It's very easy, and it's easy to find different kinds of photos that can represent the things that you want on your vision board. So when choosing images for your vision board, just go with your gut and go with what feels right, but try to make it inspiring. Try to capture the feeling that you want to have in this project, and bring that into the photos. So the photos I've chosen are mainly spring and summer photos, since that's the period when I'm gonna do this leap between April and September. And yeah, I brought in things like spending time in nature, writing. I didn't have any real photos of like 2 people talking to each other, so I couldn't bring in that in coaching, but I had to try to do it a little bit more abstract with the bouquet of flowers, for example, as supporting someone. But yeah, try to capture the feeling you want to have in your project, so that when you look at your vision board, you can sort of get that feeling right away. So yeah, when you're happy with your vision board, if you're doing it in Google Drawings, you can just save it to your computer as a JPEG, and you can print it out if you want to as well. I have it on a folder that I can reach from my phone as well, so I can always look at it if I want to. And if your vision changes, you can just change out the things, so save the file as well that you made the vision board in. So that is what I had to share about visions for your creative projects and making vision boards to remind yourself of them. So looking at my vision board for my leap, I feel super inspired and super ready to just get on with it. Like I said, I just began my leap period and feeling really good about it. So since it's now my leap, I now have space also to take on more coaching clients. So if you want some support in bringing to life that vision of yours, check out my coaching packages. I will leave the links in my description to this video. So yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!